Welcome to the vlog.
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 Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. Season 4.
Welcome to the vlog.
I woke up on Monday. I was feeling a little tired from my 100K ride the day before, but I still managed to get in a leg workout. I was going easy, mostly because I was just trying to focus on some physio exercises and rolling out my legs. Then I got home, changed, and made my way over to UBC to do some work. I was having a meeting there later in the morning, so I just decided to get there early and do a couple hours of work. I was meeting with my friend Alexander, and that was fun to be able to chat with him about some of his experiences doing a startup. I came home, had some lunch, and I kept on working. It was kind of getting chilly out, which was a little unfortunate, but finished off the day by working at my standing desk. So I was feeling so proud of myself. Then I went over to my parents' place and got myself ready to go on our ride. Goal was to get some interval training, not to go too hard or too long. So we just went into Stanley Park. And this is me doing the Prospect Point Hill. I just did 5 kilometers of intervals. My heart rate was getting up to like 173. It ended up me going up Prospect Point 4 times. If you've ever been up it, you know it's fucking tough, but we did it. I came home and did some more physio exercises, and we had pizza. Our pizza oven is broken right now, so we had to use the oven, but that's okay. Got home and had a meeting, which took a while, and I also got my new camera, which I'm super excited about. I look busted because I'm very tired. I got 5 hours of sleep last night, and that's my own fault. I just didn't sleep very well. Today was a good day. I felt productive, but my body's just a little bit tired right now. I guess that means my brain isn't functioning at full capacity. I think tomorrow will be good because I'm going in office, and it'll help me concentrate and make me feel like I'm in a productive environment. I'm really happy. It's been sunny the last couple of days. It's been nice to be able to ride outside so much. Just feeling very optimistic that winter is over. I was up bright and early, 5 a.m. on Tuesday morning. It was time for me to get in a quick ride just to flush out the legs. Then I foam rolled everything out, and then I headed off to George's. Like I said last vlog, he's here in Vancouver, so we got to do a workout together. Look how strong he is. And we had a little coffee session, and then I rode home and got myself into the office. Here's my little outfit of the day. I was noticing I was looking so tired. Just in general, I was swollen, and vlog camera, woohoo, I noticed it makes my skin look worse, so that pissed me off. I had a nice morning of work. That felt good. And then I went home for lunch, obviously. I was feeling like my face was so swollen, so I put on an ice pack, had my salad, and then it was time for me to get back to the office and work some more. I don't feel sick, I just feel like really tired, so obviously not the best feeling, but I made it through the day. I was actually pretty excited because I was going on a bike ride with Courtney. Both of us had a long weekend of riding, so we wanted something flat and easy and just take advantage of the sunshine, so we went out to Iona. It was so much fun to be able to catch up, and I honestly felt really good by the end of it. I got home and was productive. I did my laundry. It's something I'd been putting off for a while. Then I just did a face mask. The next day I had to do a little bit of a zone 2 ride, so I got to the gym, ended up doing an hour and 15 minutes before hopping on my bike and heading over to physio. I was given some electroshock therapy and also lots of homework of exercises I need to do. I went into the office and had a presentation that day, so I had to go book the room. I was practicing for that and had a one-on-one with my boss as well. But before that, we went out to lunch because we were celebrating some exciting stuff in Mocha's life. Had my one-on-one and a presentation, and at the end of it, we had a cake because it was one of my coworkers' birthday. Our tradition of eating Thomas Haas cakes is the best, and then I really had to rush because I was getting my bangs trimmed before going to my grandmother's birthday dinner. Met up with Turner and my dad at my parents' place, and then we headed off to the restaurant.
Thank you.
We went to our usual Robba Damati dinner. It was so yummy. We had our little appetizers before, which was good. Overall, it really does feel like the start of spring, and we were celebrating my grandmother's 85th birthday, which is amazing.
Happy birthday to you.
Now you know why I don't sing.
Friday.
The next morning I got up and tried to rehydrate a little bit, and then I was off to the gym. My original plan was to do a ride this morning, but my alarm went off an hour late for some reasons. I'm just heading off to George's to do a leg workout. I'm not too mad. I got like almost 9 hours of sleep, so. I had a nice bike ride getting there, and then George and I did a brutal leg workout, but we were good. Then I had a latte with George. He's all impressed by the camera, and then went home and did some meetings. Then Emilio and I met up and we were going to Nemesis to do some remote work together. He was also showing me how to use my dad's old camera. After playing around with the camera a little bit, we settled into some work, which was nice. I love Nemesis Cafe. It's just such a pretty location. Then we moved to the Florist, which I'd never been to before, and had some soup. And when we ended the day, there was a cute little doggy. I got home, had a snack, and then continued doing work. I also had an insane amount of laundry to do. Finished off my day at work not knowing that I had a storm coming, but before that I went on a walk with Silk. That was very nice. We were supposed to have rain that day, but we didn't, so we went on a little hot girl walk together. It was a lot of fun.
My pronouns are USA.
I came home and I was absolutely exhausted, so I was straight to bed. The next day I was on the bike bright and early. I'm also being so responsible and doing my little physio exercises. I got home, mixed the dough together, and it was a very special day. It was Molly's 24th birthday. So I decided to take her out for a coffee despite the circumstances, which we will get into later. We had a nice little coffee together, and we came home and I had to get to work. This was after cry session number 1, but we locked in. We did it. We had our lunch, meetings. I looked rough, but it was time for me to head out. I was picking up a camera from Facebook Marketplace for Molly's birthday, so I went out to Burnaby area. And then I met up with Turner, and I got home so exhausted and tired and done. We had sushi together, and then we just went back to his. We didn't really do much. It was just a very relaxing night. I ended up getting like 10 hours of sleep. Turner's family's taking care of a little dog, so cute. Then I went over to my grandparents for lunch. Had a nice lunch together. I was there for like almost 3 hours. Had a bit of a cry there as well. Woohoo! Everything's going amazing. Everything's going so awesome. I'm doing really, really good.
So this is a little PSA. Learn from my mistakes, because I am an idiot and I now owe the government $13,000. I'm gonna try not to cry while I talk about this because I am like very upset about it, but it's like I'm hoping. I was supposed to say I'm like hoping this will be funny later, but why would this be fun? When I started off my job at VCH, I had to fill out a td1 form, basically saying like, you know, when you start a new job and it's just like that tax form you have to fill out. So I filled it out, and at the time I was starting in September, I had paid tuition. So a significant amount of money was put towards tuition, combined with like the basic amount that every person in BC / like Canada has like pre-filled out in their tax form. And it added up to be more than like what I would have earned in like the 3 months that I was going to start working at VCH. Obviously going into 2023, I'm not paying tuition, I'm working full time, but I didn't know that I had to resubmit a TD1 form. So basically they had it put down that I wasn't going to be paying taxes. So for an entire year and for 3 months into this year, I haven't been paying my taxes. And you are probably saying, Saffron, why didn't you check your pay stub? I check my pay stub every time I get paid. I'm just like, I'm getting so many other deductions. Like, I now found out that these are deductions towards 2 different pension plans. Like EI, I just assumed that like some of them, like one of those like acronyms was my taxes. Turns out it's not. So I owe the government $13,750. I'm like sweating talking about this because I'm so fucking pissed off, and I'm so upset at myself for like not knowing to change it. Luckily for me, I've been saving. I lived at home all of last year. I've been saving money, so it's fine. But it's a bit of a fucking jump scare. And now going forward, my paychecks are gonna be like a significant amount less because now I'm gonna have to start paying taxes. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is just what I wanted.
On the bright side, my sourdough turned out very good, super crispy, and Molly was having people over for her birthday, which was really fun. Molly has such good friends, and everybody was so lovely.
Happy birthday, dear Mom!
also had carrot cake, which is the best cake ever, so that was awesome. I didn't actually drink that much that night, so I was ready to go the next morning. I had my first bike session of the day. I ended up doing 35 kilometers on the bike. I saw a little baby corgi, it was so cute. Then I grinded, did my little physio exercises. Oh, I'm so responsible. I'm so committed to making this work. And then it was time for me to go on my second ride of the day. I felt like going out to East Van. I went out to Gladstone and then up to 33rd in Ontario. I was going to meet Angela for brunch, so I just wanted to get some sunshine in before I met her at the restaurant. We ended up going to Zurich for lunch, which was really yummy, and we had a nice little catch up together. Super fun. And then I hopped back on the bike and did an extra 20 kilometers. I ended up going to Kitt's Beach and then went and did a lap at Stanley Park. Ended up being 40 kilometers and I was absolutely exhausted, so I lay in my bed for a bit before walking home from my parents' house, and then I just came home and edited. Very low-key night, had my dinner, and then had some carrot cake, honestly mostly cream cheese icing. Hi! I'm actually not that anxious going into next week because I only have to work 4 days because it's Good Friday and then Easter Monday, so that's good. I have processed this whole td1 debacle, and while I am absolutely disgusted at the outcome, it is a learning opportunity. I will not make this mistake again. Pretty tired though, and I honestly felt that this whole week was really draining. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.